Hey everyone, what's going on? Yokuo here, and welcome back to part 2 of Sonic Mania. Today, the Chemical Plant Zone from Sonic 2. Sonic 2, part 2. It makes some sense. Anyway, this starts out about how you'd remember it as well. Good old chemical plant, nothing all that different, nothing very weird, me getting hit. But don't worry, as with Green Hill Zone, that won't last for long. Just, for now, enjoy the speed. Note, this isn't a speedrun, just fun disclaimer. I'm not good enough at this game for it to be. Maybe someday, probably not. Kill the spider, and down we go. I love Chemical Plant in the actual game, and I love it here. It's just so fun and so easy to go fast. Also, I got stuck. I completely glitched into this wall. Don't know how. I want the shield. There we go. Now that I have it, I want to go up to the top. But then I hit Tails, hit that, and I'm back in the wall again! So not only did I get glitched once, I got glitched twice. It only happens on recordings, guys. Error gains there. I think something might have been over to the left, but I'm really not sure. There's so much going on in these levels, and they're so big, it's hard to know. So even compared to my first playthrough, I took a bunch of different paths this time. So I saw a bunch of stuff I didn't see the first time. Alright, we have the fire shield now. Just in time for Tails to give up on flying and life in general, I guess. Anytime I jump up against the wall, I'm always looking to see if there's a secret alcove for one of the rings. Also, I kind of stopped at that checkpoint because I'm used to jumping into the stars and doing the special stage. But if I do that, we'll be here all day. So if you want to see those special stages, I recommend getting a copy of Sonic Mania and trying them out for yourself. They're pretty fun, but they're really hard. Like, no lie, they're very difficult. So here I want to go back up to the top row instead of down below. I don't really know why, I don't have a reason to, I just want to see what's up here. And as you can see, things are a little different. Not Green Hill, Chemical Plant Act 1 didn't have water in it, nor did it have a mini-boss. So right now I'm just kind of waiting for this guy to do his thing, so I'm just rolling around at the speed of sound. I've got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. And a lot of these mini-bosses can honestly be beat but just by damage boosting. I didn't mean to get hit, but it happened. And he's dead in his first cycle. He didn't even get to cycle number 2. Hit that, and this little flourish here, and there we go. Act 1 is done. Now, you might be saying to yourself, yeah, okay, you did Act 1, what's the rest of this part? Act 2. Act 2 is the rest of this part, because things happen in Act 2. You'll see, we'll get there. It'll be fun, it'll be a good time. Those things are interesting. They make this blue and green gunk happen. The blue lets you bounce slightly, the green lets you bounce a whole lot. Not sure why. And the purple thing you can ride up. I was very skeptical of that my first time because unlike here, Tails didn't just volunteer to jump on it. I had to actually try it for myself and see what happened. Also, I had no idea this box was up here. Just kind of found it, I got lucky. That's a lot of this game though. That's a lot of the Sonic games. You just get lucky. You try stuff, you see what happens. And like here, I'm doing a little bit of backtracking because I don't know what's over here. So I figure, you know, why not find out? And I found an alcove. That's usually a sign of something being over here. So I thought there'd be something in the wall, and I took the hit. These things happen. Now, I could do this the normal way, or I could just have Tails carry me up there, which is much easier. So Tails brought me up here. Nothing to the right, unfortunately, so I've got to go back to the left. I hate these things. I hate this thing so much. I didn't like them in the original game either. They were jerks. You know what's not a jerk? That. Welcome to special stage number 2. Alright, just for a recap, the rings are timed, the orbs help you gotta go fast. I missed those rings there, so I have 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're good. You've got to be very careful in the beginning. Rings have to be the priority, and then the orbs. Which, you know, I'm not really practicing what I'm preaching there, but it's okay. We're at Mach 2, we have some rings. We're almost halfway through Mach 2. Life is looking pretty good right now, so... One thing worth noting, if you look on the stage, not there, there's a bumper there, but if you look on the stage, there are holes. If you fall down a hole, you're done. That is the end of the special stage for you. You have to find another ring and come back later. which is kind of frustrating. You can have a really good run, be really close to catching the UFO, then boom, right down that hole. It's kind of a shame. And it can be very easy to lose track of your movement when you're in Mach 3. Or Mach 3 is the little speed boost thing. It's very, very easy. So right now I need to focus on catching the UFO. Some of the special stages have these little pathways that you can sneak between. So there's branching paths even in the special stage. Luckily, unlike Sonic CD, here you only have to get one UFO, the one with the emerald. If you remember Sonic CD, which we have not played on this channel yet, we'll get there. In Sonic CD, you have to hit a bunch of UFOs. One or two might give you a time boost, but the rest are just targets to hit. I'm not sure what the arrow thing up there was, if you saw that when I was passing by it. I'm not sure what that was, but eh. And here, I was afraid for a second that I passed the UFO. But no, we are good. I got the second Chaos Emerald. And maybe now you can start to see why the second part is taking a little bit longer than the first in this part. But no matter, right now we are back in Chemical Plant Zone Act 2. An immediate speed boost. I'm trying to think of an applicable Sonic song lyric here, but I got nothing. So just enjoy the music for Chemical Plant. Also, this DNA thing is a thing. Chemical, science, DNA, I don't know. I don't make the rules. So I could have taken the spring up, but I opted to take the path down. Who knows where it'll lead me? I have a path here. I can pick one of 3 directions, and again, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of taking it and seeing what happens. And again, I'm taking a lot of different paths from my first playthrough that I did myself a few days ago. So I don't really know what's happening. So I can't say this is a blind playthrough because it's not. But it's certainly not something I've mapped out. So you're kind of experiencing it for the first time-ish, with me maybe a little. It is also worth remembering in this game, you can play as just Sonic, although I don't know why you would without Tails. You can play as just Tails, although it just makes more sense for me, in my opinion, to play Sonic and Tails. Variety's the spice of life, or whatever they say. Or you can play as Knuckles, who has the ability to walk up walls, or climb them, rather. So that could actually be pretty useful, and I think I've seen a couple of paths on my first playthrough that you can take as just Knuckles. I'm not sure, though. Don't hold me to that. YouTube, you do not hold me to that. I don't know for sure. And there's other things up there, and of course I want them because I'm greedy. So I'll take that, and hey, Tails. Could ya? Thanks, buddy. Skip over that, and go up the DNA! I was trying to decide which way I wanted to go. I opted for left. It really doesn't matter, but it is really weird in a Sonic game to be going left like that. So it only lasted for a few seconds, but it kind of weirded me out a little. Speaking of being weird, trying to get back up this was kind of a pain once I missed that jump. There we go. Nice little flourish off the ball, and we are back in action. That's the nice thing. If you lose your speed in something like that, it only takes a few seconds. Boom, you've got it back. You're moving just as fast as ever. And even if you lose rings like I almost did there, not a big deal. Doesn't really matter. You collect a couple of rings, you're back on your way. If you're going for the blue orb stages, you need to have at least 25 rings on you when you hit those checkpoints. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. 100 rings for an extra life, that's good and all. You'll get extra lives. It's not going to be a problem. Speaking of extra things, here's another special stage. And this one's a little more dangerous than the last. There's more open holes to fall through. And the orbs are a little harder to get, in my opinion. Now, most of this has a bumper around it, but some of these parts do not. Like those holes in the middle, no bumper. That counts as a spring for some reason. I don't really know why. But up here, see, there's no bumper right in front of me right now. So if I were to fall off that, that is the end of the road for now. And once you've played a special stage, you cannot re-enter that ring. I heard that even after you beat the game, you can't replay the level and get that stage again. You have to go actually find another ring. I don't know if that's true, still haven't beaten the game as of this recording. I'll get back to you. So trust me, on my first playthrough, I'm not going to get all the emeralds on my first run because of things like that. So I fell off the edge. No Chaos Emerald this time. We'll just have to come back another time. So when I hit the next golden ring, we will immediately come back to this special stage. We will not continue on until we have it. That's just how the game works. But for now, I take my walk of shame. Now I take my walk of shame the right direction. And press on. But check out the speed. This game is so fun. I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of happened. I'm already here. I'm not going to just cancel out of it, so welcome to a Blue Sphere game. They will happen occasionally, just as I happen to hit them. I was trying to remember during my playthrough, did I do this one on my first part with you guys? I don't think I did, but I might be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Did I do this one in part 1 or not? Just let me know, because I can't remember. Some of them look pretty similar, so it could have just been something similar. I don't know. I really don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We have 26 rings to get and 52 blue spheres to get. I have played this one at least on my own before, and I didn't finish it, I don't think. I imagine once you have the gold medal, they don't make you play them again. Maybe until you get them all. I don't know. I'm not far enough in the game to answer these questions. I know that when you guys come to Yokuo Plays, you expect me to have knowledge and information, but I've got nothing on this one. We'll find out eventually. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of freaked out there for a second, because you've got about half a second to react to the fact that, oh, I can't turn right where I want to, because I'll die. Now I have to figure out which way I actually want to go. I'm skipping those 3 for safety, because I'm still missing 4 rings. Speaking of, I need to find the 4 rings. So, we're gonna take a look over here, and they are not. I don't want anything to do with those red spheres up there, because I don't know that I can dodge them in time. Over here, boom, we've got our 4 rings. If I can hit them, there we go. This game gets very fast. I know it's a Sonic game, it's supposed to get fast. So I'm trying to find a very safe way over there right now to find those last blue spheres. And there's all 6 of one that I didn't hit at all. Now I need to find those last 3. And there they are. Let's grab them. Okay, and we get a gold medallion. I don't know what these things do. I have no idea what they do. They're collectibles. They are collectibles, they are tied to an achievement, so I am going to get them. That's all I know. And curse you, blue thing. I don't know what you are, but curse you. Also, I don't know how I didn't get hit there. I have no idea. I'm gonna call it dumb luck, because that's probably pretty accurate. And welcome to the boss! Now, you either know what this is or you don't. Back in the 90s on the Sega Genesis, there's a game called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, based on Puyo Puyo, which is what these little ball things are called. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine was just that. It was a puzzle game where you did exactly this. And it was hard. It was so hard. At least for me. I had a very hard time with this game as a kid. And even now, it's still pretty difficult. I can beat the final boss on that game once in a blue moon. You get 4 of a light color together, they pop. Puyo Puyo pop. Like that. And then the enemy gets those little gray orbs on their screen. They get in the way, they help stop combos. What you want to do is get a big combo off so that they get more gray orbs. When things fill up, just like in Tetris, it's game over. Personally, I like Puyo Puyo Pop more than Tetris, but I grew up with it with Mean Bean Machine, even though it was kind of the plague of my childhood. It was kind of the Castlevania of puzzle games for me. For those that didn't play old school NES Castlevania, that stuff was hard. Very, very hard. Okay, so here we go. There's one chain. I messed that up. I was setting something up. I goofed. It happens. So I'm trying to improvise here. I've got 3 blue. If I hit the blue, the yellow goes down, then the red goes down. And there's my blue. There's my yellow. There's my red. And watch his screen. And I got an achievement. 3-chain combo in Chemical Plant Act 2 or in the Mean Bean Machine mode. Mean Bean mode. I don't know what it was called. Either way, we did it. That was legitimately the boss fight. And if you played that game, you know that it's ridiculous. That was ridiculously awesome. Anyway, that'll do it for this time as we take our transition to the next zone. And next time we will be in Studiopolis, an original zone for this game. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye.